Good evening, everyone. My name is Amrita Sethi, and I'm here to inspire change through art and technology. And I'm going to be talking to you today about don't be first, but be lasting. A little bit about me. My name's Amrita. I live in Dubai, and I'm the first NFT artist. But I'm a physical artist as well as a digital artist, which makes me a phygital artist. And yes, that is indeed a word. So I was born and brought up in Kenya. I'm of Indian origin. I'm British. I'm married to a Swiss. And I've lived in Dubai for the last 15 years. But I always find that it's much better when somebody else introduces you. So I'm going to allow CNN to do so. Please play the video. Oh, I don't know if that's gone back. Oh, I think, sorry guys, is there a video? Well, since the video's not playing, I'll give you a little bit of an introduction myself. So I actually created my own art genre. And my art genre is all based on sound. And so first I say a word, and I capture the shape and structure of the sound wave, and then I draw each of the lines of the sound wave to match the meaning of the word. And in a way, what I've done is I created my own art genre. And I know we're here to talk about, don't be the first, be lasting, but I'm very, very lucky to have had quite a few firsts in my time. So as I said, I created my own art genre, which I've actually copyrighted. And that's really about being able to allow people to see sound by capturing the shape of the sound wave. I've painted one of the world's largest augmented reality mural, and the first one in Dubai, and I think the Middle East. And I created the first augmented reality abaya. I think some of you saw that when MISC shared on their social media, where you scan my abaya and the whole outfit turns into a digital walking piece of art. I've also created my own digital experience in virtual reality, which is a mindful meditation metaverse experience. And what I wanted to do with that is to show that people, as we move into the metaverse, we're not confined by the rules of gravity in this world as we know it. And what technology is going to bring is going to allow such unleashing of technology. So when you go into my virtual world, you're able to meditate to a floating crystal while sitting on a floating yoga mat, all in virtual reality. I created the first physically fractionalized sculpture where I created my own alphabet because I could do. And then I sliced it into 145 slices of the sculpture, and everyone was allowed to get one piece of the sculpture, which came with a digital collectible, which unlocked membership into my own community. And then I also did the first ever NFT collection with a Commercial Bank of Dubai, which is the first ever global NFT collection for a bank. So I'm not scared of firsts. And in fact, I actually painted one of the world's largest augmented reality mural. So this is actually 20 meters long by 15 meters high. Can you guys spot the parking signs at the bottom? So you know where the Dogecoin is? I come up to just under his neckline, just to kind of give you the scope of it. And I have a feeling that the video's not going to be playing, but that video actually plays the augmented reality coming out. And you can actually go to that mural in Dubai and actually see it. This one, again, I don't know if the video is going to be playing, but this is the one that I created for Saudi Arabia. So I want everyone to get a little bit interactive. Can everyone scan that QR code, please? So just get your phones out. I'll come along with you and scan the QR code. What's going to happen is that's going to open up into Instagram. When it opens up into Instagram, you're going to point your phone at the artwork. And please tell me if all of a sudden you see the augmented reality come out. When you do, can you hold down on your middle button and you're taking a video which you can put directly onto Instagram. So tell me who's gone and seen it. Put your hands up. And can you tell me, is this the first time you've ever experienced this? Put your hand up. So I'm very glad that I've actually allowed a lot of people here in the audience to be the first. And you're going to hopefully remember this for a long time to come. Because I think this is what's going to be the future of how we're not only going to interact with art, how we're going to interact with brands, how we're going to interact with books, with magazines. And the future generation is going to look at any surface and say, what is the story behind this? Because we're unlocking so much digital real estate that sits between the physical item and your phone. And so I wanted to actually, so that's with, and I do that with, murals, I do that with physical artwork, and I also do that with fashion. So again, some of you guys have seen, and I don't think the video will play sadly, but I have an augmented reality abaya where you scan the QR code and the artwork comes to life. But since we're talking about firsts, I had a great interaction recently when I was talking 2 days ago on the panel discussion. And I actually make my own Saudi hoodies, which are limited edition. And the next day or so, I met a wonderful gentleman from Saudi Arabia, and he straight away said, I want to buy that hoodie. So for me, it was another first. I got the first Saudi gentleman to buy my first Saudi hoodie in Saudi, and I want him to come up for him to collect the hoodie. Please, Dr. Taya, come up, and please give him a round of applause. And so this bag, by the way, is also augmented reality. And thank you so much, Dr. Taya. Lovely to see you. Do you mind just... so this is his hoodie, so open it up. And, oh, yeah, perfect. And you've got the Saudi Arabia there, if you turn it around. Maybe some people might be able to do it. You scan, again, you can scan the QR code. And then I think, has everyone caught the QR code? And then I think you can turn it around. Thank you so much for being my helper.
Pleasure.
And maybe I don't know if it's going to tag it from that far, but also the augmented reality will come up onto that. Tell me who's seen it. And if you have, then you can do a video of it later on. But thank you so much for being the first Saudi to get my Saudi limited edition hoodie.
Thank you so much.
And this is also from you.
Thank you.
So, but, obviously, we're here to talk about being lasting. So, it's great that I've won lots of awards. It's great that I've got recognition. I've worked with some of the top brands from Maserati to Ferrari to Jacob & Company, Canon, Nivea, because so many people are interested in being able to take technology to the next level. Please do follow me on Instagram. I believe in social media reach. But what I want to talk about just quickly before we end is around being lasting. While it's important to be first, it's so important to be lasting. And I've actually built up a big community from whether it's my art, to creating a studio, to creating an academy, and most important, a community of collectors and people who are like-minded. So one of the most important things for me is being able to inspire change through art and technology. What I didn't tell you at the beginning, because you missed it in the CNN video, is I used to be a banker. So I changed my career 4 years ago. And how did I do that? Because I went quiet, because you know what it's like, you're working hard, you're in the rat race. I went quiet, I left my job, I worked for some of the biggest multinationals, HSBC, Zurich, and Barclays. And I went in, I connected to my inner voice, and I came out, and I decided to change my story. Because, you know, life is like a canvas. You can take a blank canvas, and you can be in charge of what images, what stories, what narratives, and what characters you paint in your life. And if you go inwards and you find you love your story, you come out and you inspire others to do the same. And that's what my art is all about, being able to help you understand that, you know, that you are in charge, and that we can use technology as a tool brush to really enhance our creativity, to tell new stories, as well as, of course, being able to use the power of words, which is what I do, to be able to change the way people think. I know the guys are telling me to come off, but I just want to end with a little bit of a gift. This is around community. So when you scan this QR code here, I'm going to be giving you this gift. So please scan it. This is a digital collectible, and you'll be able, when you go on, if you do not have a normal MetaMask wallet, sign up with your email, and you will get that image as a digital collectible, and you'll be part of my club. And I like to reward people in my club, so maybe you might be the next one to get an augmented reality hoodie from me. Thank you guys so much.